Let's talk about the good news first. Actually, there was a lot of good news yesterday, but let's talk about my good news, which, of course, here on the video report, another 2-0 sweep. As I gave you winners last night on the White Sox and the Astros, that is now 12 times over the past 14 days where I've given you a 2-0 sweep, bumping my overall run with the plays I'm giving away here to 32-5 over the past 3 weeks. 32-5. Not too shabby. More importantly, as far as I'm concerned and clients are concerned, last night, not only did I hit both free plays like I did the night prior, but this time I also cashed in with my best bet as well, as Baltimore and Chris Tillman, great pitching performance last night by Tillman, got the run line win as a $1.20 dog, 2-0. That was a 10-dime play, and it was also my third straight dog of the day release winner. Today I'm up in the ante once more, just like I did Monday night, by the way. This time I've got a 15-dime play, which matches my highest rated play of my career, and it's another underdog release because, again, you know, I'm going for winning day number 13 of 19, and listen, guys, when you build a bankroll, as I always say, you've got to send it off to college and let it grow up, and the way you do it is raising the bar, and that's what I'm doing tonight, upping the ante myself. Hi, everyone, Al DeMarco here, and I've got 2 more free selections coming your way here in just a moment. Got to tell you guys, you know, I love doing this as a job. I mean, it's not really even a job because I love sports, I love gambling, I love handicapping. There is nothing better as far as I'm concerned that sometimes in the middle of the night when most normal people are sleeping, that's when I like to handicap. It's the time where most of the writers have filed their reports already for the online edition, so I can go ahead and get a head start. You know, spend 3-4 hours just sitting here quietly, nobody around, everybody else asleep, leaving me alone so I can just be there and handicap. It's great. And one of the things that I like this job most about is it reminds me of my days of being a reporter, because when you're a reporter, you never know how the day is going to unfold. You don't know what's going to happen, what's going to break in the news cycle, what's going to be the dominant theme that day. You may not even have an idea of what you're going to be writing later that day. So you get to the office, you do an interview or something, as I said, happens in the news cycle. Same thing with handicapping. Not only running the company the day-to-day, which that isn't so much fun, I have to be honest, but handicapping every single day is different. There is nothing better than having a job where every single day is different. That doesn't mean, however, I'm any different than any one of you out there, because every now and then you can have one of those days. You know what I mean by one of those days. Let me tell you, one of those days started for me last night at about 12:15 this morning, because I was waiting for my son to come home so I could drop my Camaro to a Chevrolet dealership about 10 minutes away to get some work done, okay? So I happen to be living in Atlanta this summer, and live in a brand new apartment complex. It's a great place. I'm getting ready to leave town here in a couple of days, but it's a great place to live. But the parking garage, very secure, but absolutely one of the worst garage entry and exit systems I've ever been associated with. First of all, they have one of those railroad crossing type of gates, okay? The wiper arms, I like to call it, that goes up and down. Sometimes it's motion censored. Sometimes you just have to get there and go, will you please lift up and beg and maybe blow on it. I mean, it's just a nightmare. And then they've got this gate that's attached to, I'll charitably say it reminds me of any chain-driven garage opener I've ever seen at Sears. You know, one of those ones where the gate comes up, and, you know, it takes forever. I mean, War and Peace, you could probably read at least 2 chapters waiting to get out of the damn thing. I mean, cars just back up all the time because you can't get in, can't get out. So like 12:15 this morning, I'm ready to go. My son's right behind me. There's some, what word can I, well, I was going to use that word, but I can't really use that. Could use that word, but that's also a little, you know, it's tough when you want to do a PG video report. So we'll just say there's some moron. How's that? Some moron. He's trying to get in to the apartment complex. Well, he's kind of blocked because he came in this way and then he's trying to go that way. The curvature of his car there is blocking my exit. So he's playing, and I don't know what the hell he's doing. After like a minute, he still hadn't opened the gate. So I click my clicker because I can open both gates. Why it opens both gates simultaneously is beyond me. So I finally open the gate. I go through. The wiper arm goes up. The gate comes up. And now suddenly I'm stuck. I'm like in between land because I have nowhere to go because this guy is still blocking half my exit. So I charitably give him the high sign. And finally, he moves, and I gee on out there because I'm thinking, please don't let this damn gate, the one that the metal iron wrought thing, come down on my car. So my son's right behind me, and I pull out of the parking lot. I go to the traffic light, and I look in my rear mirror, and I'm going, where's my son? And like instantly, the phone rings. And it's him telling me, Dad, the gate hit the car. I mean, I almost blew up, guys. I was ready to kill somebody. First thought in my mind, I'm going to kill these mothers when I go back to the office tomorrow morning. Second thought in my mind was, thank God it was his car and not mine. Even though it was a brand new Kia Sorento, at least it wasn't my Camaro. So go back in, and what happens is that for some reason, the wiper arm, the railroad track gate, it decides to come down as he's going through, and it comes down and hits the back of the car, like right at the back of the roof rack at the rear end of it, right to the top of the spoiler, about 8 inches. This looks like a brush burn of white paint and scratches. So I'm a little hot at 12:15 this morning. That's how my day started. So now I'm waiting, because now, of course, I got to review the security tape. There are thankfully cameras there, and I'm going, hey, you can review it all you want. But this gate system has been broken about once every 2 weeks for the entire 3 months I've lived here in this apartment complex, and that is the truth. I don't care. You're going to pay for the car to get repaired, because why is a gate that is motion censored coming down before the car gets through? What, the Kia Sorento was 6 foot 2 inches long, and it decided, oh, at 5 foot 6 inches, I'm sorry, we're going to get the gate. That car is too long. I mean, craziness. So that's how my day started today, so I'm a little hot. But I do have 2 more free selections for you here today. Listen, Charity Play of the Week. Let's be serious here. The Charity Play of the Week won again last night. And that means it's now won 16 times the past 22 weeks. And each of the past 3 weeks, Jeff Benton has given you the winner. Last night, giving you the Yankees and the Rangers under the total. You got that winner for free. So, and now it's time to do your part. And listen, guys, many times over the past 4 years since I started the Charity Play of the Week program, I've often gone back and revisited campaigns that I've told you about before. And once more here today, I want to talk about a campaign involving a family from Northern Ohio who somebody set up a fundraising site because they wanted to try to help them pay off the funeral expenses that were incurred when their 17-year-old son who was driving and had his vehicle hit by a car, even though he was wearing a seatbelt, left the road. The deer hit the car, left the road, and it cost him his life in May of 2014. And when I first came across this story, I mean, listen, many times I've asked you to help people with funeral expenses. I just thought of the tragedy. I mean, you're driving down the road and a deer hits your car. You're doing everything right. It's one of those things that's out of your control. You're wearing a seatbelt, and you end up losing your life, and you're 17 years old. And here, a year and a half later, the family is still trying to take care of the funeral expenses. So I'm asking you to make a donation. If you happen to be watching the video report here on the site, you can always scroll down and you can read the story about the tragedy. You can also go to the page and you'll see the contribution button where you can make your contribution, your donation, Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, etc. Listen, I don't care if you make it today or you make it 7 days from now. I don't care if it's $5 or it's $500. Whatever you can, that's all I'm asking you, because again, the Charity Play of the Week has won 16 of the past 22 weeks. Jeff Benton has made you a free winner each of the past 3 weeks. So please make a donation. Now, as you know, when the Charity Play wins, I also am not below bribing you to make a donation as well. Every time the Charity Play wins, I give you an opportunity to save $125 off the purchase price of any handicapper's place. Doesn't have to be Jeff Benton's. Any handicapper's 30-day package here at the site. You save $125 simply by using coupon code SAVE125. Let me use an example here. Trace Adams, Brad Wilton, 2 hottest handicappers here at the site, bar none, right? Let's say you had 10 days left of Brad Wilton's 30-day package, and you wanted to get another 30-day package. That would then give you 40 days automatically left, right? You would save $125 off the top end of the price, and if you have any instant rebates, they would be applicable as well. And remember, as I always like to remind you, the package prices you see today are the same they were yesterday, the same they were last week, the same they were last month. They will not be the same in some cases come September, because some of the guys, of course, go up price a little bit in football season because of the demand based on how they did the year prior. But nothing's changed here in months, okay? So you save $125 off the top using coupon code SAVE125. And again, if you have an instant rebate, that's applicable as well. Or you can save $50 off the purchase price of any 7-day handicapper's package by using coupon code SAVE50, SAVE50, S-A-V-E, and the number 50. How about Brad Wilton, by the way? Yesterday, First ever 200 dime play since he joined the site February of 2013, right before the Super Bowl, and he cashed in last night with the Nationals, easy 7-2 over Miami on the road, and you got it as the half-price play of the day. Just like the third ever 150 dime play of his career as he cashed in on Tuesday with the Mets 4-0 over the Padres, you got it as half price. Just like the 5 $100 dime winners he had the previous week. Yankees over the Rangers on Monday. Sunday, Pirates run line, $1.40 dog over the Nationals. Saturday, it was the Royals, 2-1 over the Astros in 10 innings. Last Friday, Giants 9-3 over the A's. Last Wednesday, Yankees over the Orioles. You got every single one of those plays at least half price off. Well, today he's got 100 dime winner number 6 in a row. His underdog shocker of the year. And you are going to get it again for half price simply by using coupon code 100DIMER, 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 100DIMER. Again, as I keep telling you, there's no reason for you to play big money, to make big money. That's just a fallacy in this industry. You know, that's why 800 scumbag service operators, you know, they win one game and suddenly they want to charge you, instead of $300, they want to charge you $3,000 because they think people are suckers. Obviously, there are a hell of a lot of suckers because some of these dinosaurs are still in business. God knows how. Instead, I'm giving you the guys' plays of the hottest handicappers at huge discounts. Go figure. Anybody that runs and calls an 800 service, you gotta be crazy. Anyway, that's one of the big featured plays, and the other big featured play today is Matt Rivers, who has his top-rated 5,000 star winner, number 8 out of 10, his Road Warrior of the Year going tonight. It is a road team that he is backing. Just hit a 500,000 star play on Boston over Detroit on Sunday, last Thursday. St. Louis 4-3 over Kansas City. 2 Sundays ago, it was Milwaukee 6-1 over Pittsburgh. You got all those plays at huge discounts. Same thing goes today. Save $70. Get it for just $29 by using coupon code MATT, M-A-T-T. As he goes for winner number 40. Let me just check here. I think it's 46 out of 76. Yep, 46 out of 76 over the past 6 months. Okay, let's get to your complimentary plays here today. The first play I'm going to give you, I'm going to back the Phillies, who have certainly been red hot since the All-Star break. What, they've won 8 out of 10 games. 8 out of 10 games since the All-Star break. Aaron Harang, who has become a journeyman, a mercenary, going from team to team, pitched for the Atlanta Braves last year, pitched well in the first half of the season, and then faltered as the season progressed. Signed as a free agent during the summer, during the winter, got off to a great start for the Phillies this year, and then lost 8 straight starts before he landed on the disabled list about a month ago. Reason, foot problems. Supposedly that was hurting his control and also dropping some miles per hour off his pitches. I think the Phillies are the team to go with here tonight. I like the fact that Harang, in 2 previous starts against his former team, the Braves, allowed 1 run in 14 innings this year. I also like the fact that the Braves are kind of like the Phillies in many regards, where the Phillies have been hitting the ball with authority up until last night's loss against the knuckleballer, Dickey, in Toronto. Up until that point, Phillies coming out of the second half of the season just on gangbusters. Started with that 3-game series, remember, in Chicago? Or part of that was a 3-game series sweep in Chicago where they banged out 40 hits and 21 of them were extra bases. Well, the Braves just aren't hitting the ball. And it's been reflected, especially when Shelby Miller, who's been outstanding this season, has been on the hill. Because Miller is 0-6 with a 2.96 earned run average in his last 12 starts since his last win. 0-6 despite a 2.96 earned run average. Why? Because the Braves have averaged 1.2 runs of support in those dozen outings. They have not scored a run of support for him in 6 of his last 7 starts. All 7 of them have been team losses. In fact, the team has scored 8 runs in that 7-game stretch. No run support. Happened when he faced Philadelphia back on July 5th. 7 hits he allowed in 6 1/3 scoreless innings, but, you know, wasn't able to get any win there either. Bottom line is the Braves have lost 13 of their last 14 games. They're 1-5 on their current road trip, which began in St. Louis, continued through Baltimore. They're 1-10 in their last 11 games overall. On the road, part of a 4-13 skid. And they've dropped 16 of their last 20 outside of Turner Field in Atlanta. So I'm going to go with Philadelphia here tonight. Phillies are like plus $1.05 here in this one. The other play, I'm going to go with Baltimore minus $1.50 at home against Detroit. Miguel Gonzalez going for them. You know, I like the pitching matchup here. I like the way the Orioles are hitting the ball here. I like the fact that the Orioles have now won 5 in a row after losing their 4 preceding games. You know, they scored 21 runs in that stretch as well. I think the Tigers tonight, a veteran team, are going to be a little flat, especially after David Price was traded. Listen, everybody knew that they were probably going to be sellers here as the trade deadline approaches for tomorrow. But when you send off your best pitcher, that's got to be deflating. That's got to leave you low. I saw it as a reporter, how the locker room changed. When you went out and made a big acquisition, it was a sign of faith that owners and GMs were behind you. They were trying to give you all the tools to win. And I've seen the opposite, where suddenly the star or a number of key players are exiled, and you realize that's it. We're playing out the string. We've got no chance for the postseason. And that's where the Tigers are right now. Okay, so I think it's a good spot to go against them. Also, Alfredo Simon going for them, 5.57 earned run average in 10 road starts this season. In 53 1/3 innings on the road, he's giving up 66 hits and also walked 22 batters. Does 88 base runners in a little over 53 innings. Yeah, he's coming off a good start against Fenway, against the Red Sox, in which he allowed 1 run and 5 hits in 6 innings of a win on Saturday. But let's keep in mind, his previous 6 starts, his earned run average was 10.16. Tigers are 2-4 on the current road trip, which started in Boston and continued through Tampa. They've only scored 13 runs in those 6 games. They've lost 7 of their last 9 on the road. They're only 5-11 in their last 16 games, no matter the location, with a .236 collective batting average, averaging a little under 4 runs a game. Again, I think Baltimore is the way to go as the Orioles look for their 5th straight win. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I'll catch you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.